Today we will take you on a journey with Sheffield's Brook River through the industrial dams of the city. We start in Forge Dam Park, walk down through Whitley Woods, Bingham Park and Encliffe Park, then into the city. Sheffield's industry was fuelled by mill and dam power. However, dams impose on the natural aspect of a river and can cause an imbalance. Therefore, to maintain a sustainable relationship with the river, a compromise needs to be made between the natural environment, ecosystem's needs and the city's needs. Michael van Valkenburg's article, Landscapes Over Time, highlights the key idea of compromise between designers' initial intentions for their landscape and the caretaker's understanding of the design's present environmental and social contexts. He emphasises the importance of adapting a space's design so that it functions better in its present time and place. Prepare to be taken on a journey comparing the relationship Sheffield has with the Brook River from its industrial period to the present day. Forge Dam is situated in Forge Dam Park and was built in 1760 as part of Thomas Bolsover's industrial empire. It ceased as a commercial enterprise in 1887 and in 1900 was sold to a showman who used it for leisure as a community boating pool. More recently, boating has stopped because of heavy stilting, but the dam is still an important social hub for local people with a cafe and children's play area. In 2021, a restoration proposal was accepted focusing on maintaining Forge Dam by tackling its heavy stilting problem. Wyemill Dam was also owned by Thomas Bolsover. He was a cutler and inventor of Sheffield plates. He also had a snuff factory. The mill was used in industry from 1761 to 1876. Now the dam is well hidden from the beaten track. It's a popular fishing spot and there is a sense of remembrance in this quiet, secluded nook of Whitley Woods. The dam is badly maintained, blocked and flooded, and the mill is visible but has been converted to housing.
Shepherd Wheel was a working site. The landscape looked very different. Imagine the year 1830.
The first record of Shepherd's Wheel Mill was in 1584 when it was owned by William Bayton, a cutler of Stumperlow. Later in 1749, Shepherd's Wheel got its name from owner Edward Shepherd, who invested in the buildings and pond. The mill was last used as a cutlery mill by the Hind family from 1820 to 1903.
The porter was perfect for water power because it falls quite quickly. The river loses 140 metres in height over a distance of 6.5 kilometres. This meant there was enough water to serve a number of dams. Several wheels could be built quite close together without restricting power to each other.
The wheel is an educational hub used to teach the local community about the industrial history of Brook. You can go inside and see all the old machinery, or stand outside and listen or read about Shepherd's Wheel's past. Now the dam is situated in a park surrounded by residential housing and a busy path goes past the dam. The area feels relaxed and social and you see many people stopping to feed the ducks or chat with people they know. There is a proposal to make this part of the brook into a community hub, providing prospect and refuge, as it provides a stopping point along the brook where you can sit and look out as well as meet people. This mill was built around 1724 and was primarily used by cutlers, someone who produces and sells cutlery. Improvements were made when it was rebuilt in 1769, allowing for greater production. Currently there is no evidence of the mill, but the overflow is still visible. A noticeable feature of the landscape is the sudden change in topography towards the end where the mill would be. A busy path goes past the dam now, and there are benches where you can stop and sit. This was once owned by the Duke of Norfolk and housed numerous tenants. In 1740 it was bought by the Wilsons and used for the production of goods, mainly snuff, a smokeless tobacco. In 1757 the artificial watercourse which supplies the water to the mill was widened, but in 1763 a devastating fire saw major damage to the mill. It was later reconstructed and designed especially for the production of stuff. Despite being in a built-up area of the city, the mill is hidden and out of sight of Frog Walk. Steam power was introduced to the mill in 1797, allowing greater production. Shower Snuff Mill is still operating today and still has the capacity to use water power. In Jacob Allen's article, Great Streets, he says, "Great streets are symbols of a community and of its history. They represent a public memory." Thinking about the journey we have taken you on today, following the Brook along various streets and footpaths, I think it's clear that the brook has thoroughly embedded itself in the public memory of Sheffield. Thanks to the Brook, Sheffield's public parks and streets are supported by a constant reminder of Sheffield's industrial past, fostering a sense of community and optimism. Although only shower snuff mills are still being used in industry, All of these dams serve the local community and have found a new use as a community hub, fishing spot, place of education, or a quiet place of reflection.